should be recording now. Okay. So, I had a lot that I wanted to speak on, but I'm gonna keep it kind of brief for right now to give it a well to see where this goes more so. So I'm gonna start off with something light. All right. So uh, the main topic that I want to talk about for today is what is it called? It's called Promare. Yeah, the anime Promare. It has okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start that off a different way. Okay, hold on. One, two, three. All right, I wanted to talk about Promare today because Promare, I just got done watching it not too long ago, and it is actually a really amazing anime, or rather animated movie. Um, it came out last time I checked a few years ago. Currently, right now, I am in 2021 recording this. So depending on whenever you find this, yeah, but I really enjoyed it. It is an animated movie that I'm gonna spoil a bit of it because I want to talk about like specific bits and pieces. But this is more of just like a huge fangirl moment, just because it's kind of still fresh on my mind and I wanted to speak on it. Um, I thought the whole anime in general was just amazing. It's one of those things where like you hate to see it only because it's just a movie and not a series, and it kind of feels like something you could binge, like something that could go on and on because it's got such a deep understanding. And a piece of me feels like maybe there is something that you can binge, and maybe I'm just missing it, but I would not know because I personally have not gone through the process of, you know, reaching out to see if there was more. In fact, the movie was the only thing I had heard of um, when it first came out, but my friends were talking about it as if it were some, like gateway to another series. But that's besides the point. I'm gonna get back to what the original discussion was about. That movie was amazing, and why do I think it was amazing? Well, I don't watch a lot of like animated movies, or at least not like anime centered animated movies. And this one had a lot of very interesting um like its style was very interesting. Like have you ever seen MFKZ? Well, if you have seen MFKZ, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen MFKZ, I'd recommend it because MFKZ is actually really nice. Like the way that they draw out the backgrounds and how the storyline works out, as well as the overall art style of everything in general, is actually very, very pleasing to the eye, or at least that's what my friends and I have kind of overall agreed on. But it is a very nice anime. I really enjoyed it. As far as like what's going on in it, the basic premise of it all is that there's a world like deep into the future, and this said future is all you know robotic. Everything is like above the like technology of what we have currently right now, and it's just great. The world supposedly 30 years ago from where you get like dropped off into the movie, the world is being taken over by this race of people who are referred to as the Burnish. It's like a completely different species in a sense, even though they look exactly like humans. They're basically just humans who can burn like fire, but their flames are this strange, like purple, greenish, pink color, and they're a problem for the natural world because they practically can't control the flames. Well, not everybody can, so they end up burning uncontrollably and putting everybody in peril. And so, what ends up happening is the new age technology that everybody has causes everybody to band together in a sense in Tokyo. Of course, this is going to be centered around like the Japan region, but it causes everybody to come together and to form this like super interstellar like firefighting force where they use all these kinds of high tech weapons and gear to take out the Burnish. And these are like average humans for the most part, taking out these other humans who, in a sense, abuse fire, right? And that's all cool. But, make a long story short, to make a long story short, it turns out the Burnish aren't as bad as they appear to be. And, um, there's a lot of plot twists and stuff that go on towards the end and a little bit in the middle. I didn't want to go like super spoiling it in case you actually wanted to see it, but I thought that was so cool. The character designs were awesome. It was real like future centered. The Burnish pulled up for some reason. Their style was like this motorcycle gang kind of, but they abused they abused slash used charcoal and like fire, like the ultimate forms of fire, it seems, to combat anybody that fought against them, which are really just these high tech firefighters and mechs who utilized ice in their weapons to fight the fire because I guess water was no longer an option. And understandably so. If you're gonna pour water on fire that's so hot, it's unreal. It's probably gonna turn the water to steam, right? So they were finding new ways to utilize ice. It's just, in my opinion, something to definitely check out. Promare. The soundtrack was heat. You know what I'm saying? I had to look up some of the songs and keep them later on just because I was certain moments that it was really getting me. Um, I thought the movie was gonna be longer and we see like some relationships blooming. The 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 younger side of me wanted to see ships. I wanted to see people together. It was actually, yeah, in my opinion, really nice. Main character was wholesome, funny. It had a good heart. You know, I had a somewhat tragic story, which basically made them a legend. Um, yeah, I believe that's about it. I guess I could have gone on to more like spoilers and rants and stuff, but a piece of me wants to talk about some other things as well. And so, yeah, I'll just cut it off here.